aggravated assault. You were correct, but I was framed. I was arrested by a police officer named April Chandler.
Okay, I'm very familiar with her, right?
I've never met her before, but I was doing land work with a coworker. We got more or less an argument, and he told my identity and pretty much tried to falsify documents in my name. And so when I confronted him, he pulled a gun on me, so I left. And the next thing I know, I'm being arrested by April Chandler and Detective Williams.
Williams, is that it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that.
Well, he's from Hobbs.
Really?
Because I've been to your Facebook. I don't want to make you freak you out or anything, but
No. I mean, many people. I've had 2 million views on videos. You know. I mean, I just let you talk about April Chandler. You know, my story about her, right?
right. And so, while I was in jail, the county jail, I had a friend tell me that, people were emailing you with my name, Keith Turman.
Right.
And that's impossible if I'm in county jail.
They had your password.
Right. So now, I've got to figure out some way to fight this.
Well, see, and the thing is law enforcement can track that, and that's why I was forwarding them emails to the chief of police, to the sheriff, to the Texas Rangers, because I wanted them to trace this guy, because
I feel like they're in on it, though.
Huh?
I feel like they're in on it.
Well, I mean, I'm the crime victim. I mean, I'm the one shot and left for dead in my home, living under a death threat.
Yeah.
And and as far as April Chandler goes, I have caught her lying on police reports. She was under the secret police in my home.
I hired a private PI, and he did a background check on her, and he found paperwork on her that shows that she's receiving large amounts of money.
That makes lots of sense, because I felt like she's on the tape.
But a local cop doesn't get the payment of like $50,000 at a time.
Right. Well, I mean, there's something big going down here with I've always suspected human trafficking. I've had multiple people tell me there's an underground facility near this home. I believe it's connected to the death of the last homeowner, Mike Lawhon. He died 2 weeks before I moved into this home. And then, like I said, I have absolute proof, without a doubt, April Chandler lied on the police reports.
I think there's one under the North Walmart, too. And that's where I was doing lock landman work there. And the minute I started trying to lease that out for drilling, for royalties, that's when all this stuff happened to me. I was told to stay away from it, and I didn't.
Interesting.
15, that'll be no, because what I don't know won't hurt me.
Sounds good to me.
You know Gary Painter hang on that.
I know everybody loves Painter around here.
I don't.
But I tell you what, I can show you the emails. I can provide you the emails I sent Painter. I can provide the emails I've sent to McKinney and Haim and the other one, Kreiner there, or the ones I've contacted, and because I keep records, and that I tell you what, and I go after big people. I mean, on my Facebook post today, which I don't know if you have a big Facebook presence, but I showed an email that I sent to Attorney General Abbott in 2013. Actually, the reason I did, because it was dated from today, from January 31st, 2013. That was a year after I was ambushed and shot. And
You were what? Excuse me, you were what?
I was ambushed and shot inside my home.
Oh, you're kidding. Inside your home?
Oh, you didn't read the story then, I guess. Okay.
I haven't. I don't know nothing.
Oh, you don't know anything. Okay, I'm sorry.
I've been running out there campaigning. I've been putting out signs.
Oh, okay. I got you. I tell you what. Then I was I misunderstood. Here, I'll tell you what. I just sent this to your son. Okay, and that's why I thought you had read this. And but I'll tell you what. Let me, if you don't mind, I'll just read it to you real quick, and that'll get you caught up. Okay.
Okay.
And I sent this to your son just less than an hour ago. Tunnels and underground facilities in Midland, Texas. Mr. Lozano, I transferred to Midland with hope and excitement and spent my life savings on the American dream, my home, without knowing it was rigged for crime and racketeering. It's been a nightmare that won't end. I sincerely believe that if you expose these crimes, of which there's plenty of evidence, it will easily ensure that you get elected. I've contacted the other candidates and nothing has happened. I transferred to Midland in 2008 with a large oil company, which was DCP Midstream. I hired on with Phillips back in 83. I was a 25-year employee, and I buy a home at 3802 Fair Circle, where the young previous homeowner, McAleenan, had just died. I've since found evidence which has convinced me that he was murdered here. This happened before the week of the 2008 Permian Basin International Oil Show, which I believe is important and connected to his death. In 2010, my friend at work told me about a young girl that was murdered at a large party going on during the week of the oil show because she had refused to prostitute. I have reason to believe this murder happened in some underground facility said to be near my home. These wild parties, which are put on by wealthy oilfield people, are famous. In January 2012, I reported a suspected smuggling tunnel to the DEA that I believe was going from my home in Midland to a nearby trucking lane behind the Home Depot store where I was seeing suspicious trucker traffic. Since then, I was told by 2 store employees that prostitution was going on behind their store, and I saw a young girl at the sleeper cab of an 18-wheeler while driving by one day. I suspected child sex trafficking, the fastest growing crime in America. 2 weeks later, my phone lines were cut and somebody under my home shoots me. I crawled out on my hands and knees to survive this murder attempt. When I returned from the hospital and now crippled, I found pictures of people dressed like police at my home that I couldn't identify because the police report was withheld from me. I nicknamed them the Secret Police and I offered a $2,000 reward. This was the first time in the history of America that a crime victim has offered a reward to identify police. A few weeks before the murder attempt, the ex-wife tells me with 100% sincerity the secret is that a group of doctors are killing people for profit. But what she didn't tell me was that her brother-in-law was a doctor, and he was the ER doctor on the night that I was shot. Triple proof shows they faked my x-rays at the hospital by taking the x-rays of a guy suspected of being shot 11 days before me and then putting my name on them. This other guy was missing his heel bone, so they cut my heel bone off to match the faked x-rays. This was done because they were claiming I had shot myself when that is not what happened. Absolute proof has been found showing this. Somebody under my home shot me. 6 years of death threats, slander, repeated break-ins to my home, and many people asking, suggesting, or ordering me to sell my home and move go by before the 11 secret police were identified by a private investigator. That didn't happen until 2018. This crime ring has been trying to terrorize me into selling my home at the price they said, of course. When I fell to the ground that night, all I had was this crazy story of people breaking into my attic and somebody under my home shooting me. But now I have proof that I wasn't shot with my gun, proof of many other homeowners in Midland, Odessa, Texas, and other states reporting somebody in the attic, and proof of many people saying that tunnels and or underground facilities are near my home. I secretly recorded a woman on the phone who told me there were 4 3-bedroom underground homes that are 25 foot deep, and each of them cost over $1 million. She told me they were having pedophile parties in these underground homes. This is posted to my YouTube channel, that phone call. Another woman told me that she worked on the underground project, which was finished in 1987 while Bush was vice president. The Bushes are from Midland and were in the oil field business. She said the total project cost was $7.35 million. I have a screenshot of her telling me this. A guy named Ricky Ronaldo tells me that he used to live in my home and him and his brother used to go in the tunnels under it. I have a screenshot of him saying this. A woman named Rhonda Denman Rogers tells me that the underground facility is a half block away, and I also have a screenshot of this statement. She didn't say it was 1.5 blocks, so she knew exactly where it was at. A few months ago, a woman told me to go look at my address at 3802 Fair Circle on Google Maps, and I see a large facility in my backyard on the block map that can't be seen from above ground. Google Historical Maps shows what looks like a large tunnel ditch was cut coming from the back of Home Depot aimed directly at my home. Anybody can see this right now. Earlier this year, I find out there was a police report all along, but the names on it didn't match the names provided by the private investigator, nor did they match the timestamps on the cameras. 2 of the law enforcement officers seen, Naylor and Simpson, and that is Mike Naylor, late Sheriff Deputy Mike Naylor, and Midland Canine Police Officer Jadson, both died within 2 months of each other, and their names were not found on this heavily falsified police report, except they were caught on camera and identified. All of their names are posted online. 5 police officers, Davis, Dickey, Chatwell, Angel, and Hale, were listed as being at or in my home, but they were not seen arriving on the front security cameras, and this told me they were under my home. It's suspected they were at an underground party, and very possibly one of them was the shooter, aka would-be killer, that shot me. Additional evidence was found showing that I had unknowingly trapped a burglar in my home on the same day. Not all things are known, but the facts are the facts. So we can be sure that tunnels and underground facilities are here, and we can be sure that I didn't shoot myself. It's not my word against their word. I have the security camera pictures, videos, police reports, medical records, ballistic evidence, screenshots, and recorded conversations posted online. Please take the time to watch these, and I'll be sure you're convinced this lawlessness has to stop. And I sent you links to 4 different videos that are fact-filled, just incredible videos that show the evidence, because it's one thing to just tell a story, but it's a whole other thing when I'm showing you that the size of pellets are 2.5 times the size is different than the size of pellets that were in my gun, or the fact that I had pictures of these police, and I took these pictures and I sent them to the mayor and the city council and to Sheriff Painter and to the chief police, who was Robinson at the time, and nobody would identify them. That's what forced me to offer a reward, and of course that,
buddy, that was Painter's thing.